to talk a little bit about working virtually. For many people, that has been something that they've never done before. So I wanted to share your experience about working virtually. Goodness, it's going to be almost 10 years ago, um, almost 15, I went virtual and with my company. So I lived in Niagara Falls, but worked out of Toronto. And it was a move with the company that they wanted to take, enhance our capacity to be more independent, but recognizing that there was not as much need to get together in corporate in Toronto. There's a couple of things that I can tell you that worked really well for me. Myself being an extrovert, it was a tough thing at first to deal with being at home. So what I did was I really tried to create a team that helped me and supported me. So my assistant was in Toronto. So one thing that I did was I had every morning we had a meeting where we touched base with each other, and we really checked in on each other and see how each other was doing. In this time, I think it becomes vitally important that you really meet with your team often. That touch base either in the morning, at the end of the day. I think not only should you be looking at tactical things that need to be done, but also to talk to them about how they're doing. How are they coping amidst this panic? Checking in, seeing how they're going and what they're needing, but also from a tactical perspective, asking them if there are skills that they feel that they need some help with. What can you help them with? How can you support them? And if there are skill deficits that they may be struggling with, how can you get them the online training for those particular deficits? Throughout this time, I think with myself, when I went virtually, it was such a new concept for my company. Some of it was not done very well. My manager was also new to this whole concept, and what feedback we would give as a team was to be more connected, to not just talk about the tactical, but to also talk about how we were doing. It was something that I don't think came naturally to her. So I'm going to suggest, if you are a team lead or manager, managing teams across Canada, to really think of a strategy of how you're going to stay connected, how are you going to find out what's really going on for the team, and allow everybody to have that one-to-one time with you. So I hope that you will think about a strategy for your team, think about who may be struggling, what kind of things could you do to reach out to them, and make sure that you reach out to each person individually prior to your virtual team meetings. I hope this was helpful. This is Roxanne Durhodge of the Authentic Connection Movement. If you're needing any information on coaching, training, or keynote speaking, you can reach me at roxannedurhodge.com.